Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and we just woke up, and I just wanted to share with you today. So this is the bedroom situation at the minute, and our bed is still down on the floor. For me, I like it better that way. I can just roll in and roll out easy without any struggle. But my husband, is 6 feet two, and he's been having a hard time getting out of bed with his long legs. So I think we have to have a frame built for the bed eventually. So let me just share this with you guys. So originally, this window was like half the size, and I had to insist on having a tall window on this side. And let me just show you why. So this is what you see, and I think it would really help to see it better when we have a bed frame. Let me see from here. Yeah, beautiful. So the reason why my brother insisted on having like a half window, it's because he said during strong typhoon, which we normally get here in the Philippines during a wet season, the wind that comes in is from the sea. And yeah, and he said it won't be safe to have like a full window. But then I've come to think of it, and I said you could always um, do like a preparation before the typhoon comes in. You could board up all the windows. And I discussed it with the people who installed the window, and they said the glass is thick enough and it can withstand a strong wind. So let's hope it's the case. We haven't experienced strong typhoon yet since we moved in. We moved in on New Year's Eve. Yeah. So that's the tall window. And our bedroom is very small. I do not know about the measurements, but that up to here, so it's not very big. And that's the toilet area. And then we have another window here. And this is what you see, and it's just a half window. And this is what you see here. Yeah. So every time I look out the window, I'm like, instead of enjoying the view, I'm like looking things that needs to be improved. Like the other day, the car was able to come up because we hauled up 7 sacks of palay from a farmer. And when it came up here, a cloud of dust. It's like all over. So I think I'd rather have the pavement covered by a grass than a bare soil. And we need to have like, yeah, build a garden. Definitely have a lot of trees within around the house to provide us some shade because it's been really hot. And by the way, we have a 1 horsepower air condition, and every now and then we use it only during the night. but not a lot because in the evening it's really cool up here. There is like a nice breeze, but the thing is, I'm not comfortable leaving the windows open. So, yeah, I don't know why. I got used to sleeping with all the windows closed when we were in the UK. But yeah, so I was in the process of starting my laundry, but my husband was doing coffee. So anyway, guys, yeah, we have decided to buy an LPG tank anyway. Because yesterday I showed my husband how to start a fire, um, boiling water using a firewood, but that's not his thing at all, and I do not want him to like struggle. It's really hot outside around this time of the day, and I think he likes. I like him to keep his structure in the morning. He's the coffee maker in the family. He wakes up, he boils water, make us coffee. So yeah, and that's gonna be reserved for the typhoon season as well, when we could not go out to cook. And let me just show you guys that although inside the house we feel like we're comfortable here, although we don't have shelvings for the books. My husband wants a television, I don't, but that's not a priority at the minute. And we have one couch. We don't have guests a lot anyway, but my family comes on weekends and they normally stays outside to enjoy the view. And then there's this. So when the guys asked me if I wanted to have a tile floor in the kitchen, and I said I want it really low maintenance, that when I spill water, I don't have to worry about it. But now, after being in the house for like 4 months now, because we moved in New Year's Eve, and it's been difficult to maintain. I'm telling you guys, it's not low maintenance like I thought it would be. Um, when I wanted to clean the floor, I have to sprinkle water all over because it gets really dusty, because it's really dusty outside when we don't have pavements all around the house yet. And this one, if you could remember, we tried this several times to cook our meals here, and all of the smoke just comes through, and like thick smoke, because it's all closed up. Although we already installed a blower outside, but that's not really working that much. So this will not be used for the purpose it was built for. And I think I'm just gonna convert this eventually into drawers, and we can still cook here using this cooktop. And by the way, I've been using it outside using a firewood, so it's now turned black. So I think we need to get another kettle for you, darling, for inside the house. So today I need to move all of my condiments from here to the outdoor kitchen, so I don't have to keep coming in here to get stuff when I'm cooking outside. So that's the big job today. And the toilet outdoor is nearly done, but they only have to install the flusher today. So now it's not really like intense heat at the minute. It's only after 7 o'clock, but I think we get up to like 35 degrees during midday, and I feel so sorry for the guys because they are coming back today to build us some benches over there because we have a lot of leftover bamboo. Good morning. So during the night, our dogs, they stay on, like they have their own little space away from each other, because if they bark all at the same time, they're really noisy. So one stays there and one stays there to watch the driveway, one at the back of the house, and one is like up the property. And then my husband, when he wakes up in the morning, he gathers them here in on the shady part, and during midday he moves them at the back of the house because that's where the shade is in the late afternoon. So his my husband has been trying to like find an online job to get us a bit of income, but so far nothing has been working out for him, and it's the first time he's gonna do something online, so having no experience. So gonna see how it plays out, isn't it, darling? It's worth trying. So how do you think you are, um how do you handle the Philippine heat, the dry season? Lovely. Lovely when you're like, oh, I'm melting. So do you any regrets now that you've experienced the wet season? Now we are just at the beginning of the dry season, but it could get worse, they said. Of course. Are you happy? You sure? I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy my coffee, and I'll see you later, guys. Yeah. Why don't you give them the parasol? This has been done. You see, guys, let me show you. One of our dogs escaped last night. She got loose, and in the morning, those are bits of diaper. I'm telling you, it's frustrating. And so we have accomplished this, which makes me very happy. I've tidied up this area because there was a lot of bamboo shavings here, and now we have the hammock, and it's facing the sea and that view. So I'm just waiting on a shade cloth to provide it a bit of shade so we could use it even at daytime or maybe like after lunch or early morning. And then I'm gonna plant something here that grows quick and good with dry season. And I'm thinking cassava, if you know what cassava is. They grow everywhere here in the Philippines, and I have a lot on the other side of the property, and they're doing well without water. So I'm gonna plant a few here or like a row just to provide some shade in the morning because yeah, in the morning the sun comes up from there, and yeah, and I think it's the same on this side, but initially I wanted to plant some beans or pumpkins so they could go up and fill up the space. But I'm not gonna do it now because I could not add any more to my watering every morning. So that's that. And this morning we had breakfast here, and it's very nice to just sit here when my family comes to visit, and we could sit here and have some snacks. And yeah, as you could see, yeah, you could really tell it's very hazy. So I think so this is the update, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye.